What's going on, Atlanta? Welcome to Hot 97 News. This is a brand new live news show where we talk about all the biggest stories across the city. It is Tuesday, February 3rd, and I'm your host, Lana Harris, here with Rondell with two N's.
Hey.
And Million. Oh.
Okay. All right. I'm with you, brother.
That wasn't like as forceful as I thought it was going to be.
There you go, brother.
That's as much as you got for the people?
Yes. Yeah, that was kind of weak.
Oh, my bad.
That's what I thought.
Do it again.
Okay. It's Tuesday, February 3rd. I'm your host, Lana Harris, here with Rondell with two N's.
Power to the people.
Okay. And Million.
Right on.
It's Black History Month. Let's go.
Let's get it.
Let's go. Okay, so as it is Black History Month, we are starting off every episode this month with 1 minute of Black excellence. So with your 1 minute of Black excellence, here is Rondell with two N's.
Yes, so this 1 minute of Black excellence is Maria Van Brittan Brown, a Black nurse, invented the first home security system in 1966, including the camera, peepholes, and a monitor, because police response times in her neighborhood were trash. Okay. Shout out to Miss Brown, man. Shout out to Miss Brown. Back then, calling the police was like leaving a voicemail. Hey, yes, I'm getting robbed. Can I call you back? Okay, call me back when you get a chance so you can come help me out. So basically, she invented the Ring, Nest, and surveillance camera off pure frustration. That goes to show you that Black people don't panic. We invent. You dig what I'm saying?
Amen.
Hey, and that has been your 1 minute of Black excellence, baby.
Amen.
Dun, dun. Oh, there it goes. There it goes.
I like that.
She made that because of y'all, Atlanta.
Because of y'all.
We needed cameras and peepholes and monitors because y'all don't know how to act. Shout out.
For sure.
Shout out for real. Black people don't. How'd you come up with that?
Hey,
Black
man.
people don't
panic, baby. We invent.
Hey, man.
Clip it. Clip it.
Okay.
I also think it's interesting that she was a Black nurse.
Yeah, Black nurse.
Who just came up with an invention. You know, when's the last time you invented something? Not for real.
Yeah, never. I don't think I've ever invented anything. I might have invented something like in the kitchen with like some sandwiches or something. Like a nice little
you be inventing something in the kitchen?
Which,
Oh, okay.
Which that is called a chef. You know what I mean? So.
Okay, well, to get into the stories that Miss Brown made her cameras for, got a lot that's gone on in the city, to include a weird one you do not hear about often. A man was apparently shot at the Decatur library in the middle of the afternoon on Monday.
Yeah. Oh, man, this one was kind of sad. So, like you said, it happened around 5 p.m. yesterday. Upon arrival, officers located a man suffering from a gunshot wound. Emergency responders transported the victim to Grady Memorial Hospital, where he remains in critical condition. As you can see right now at the screen, they're looking for this man called Medicus Brown. He's supposed to be the suspect in this. He's the person allegedly that had a gun, 44 years old, and he's right now, there's a warrant out for his arrest for aggravated assault and possession of a firearm during commission of a felony. Now, they don't have any official reports on why this whole entire situation happened, but I did get a report from WSB that said they was basically arguing over an iPhone.
Oh, wow.
Interesting.
Yeah, they was basically arguing over an iPhone, and the person that got shot is the person that swung on the man with the gun.
Really?
Yeah.
I wonder if he knew he had a gun before he swung on him, because that wouldn't have swung on him if I knew he had a gun. I'm just going to be honest with you, bro.
Right, and that's the thing about it. So, like I said, we see Medicus Brown. He's 44 years old with a gun. Y'all, what happened? You know, the older generation is always telling us, put your dukes up. We used to fight. But we see old men up in the switch, open a poll on people.
Yeah.
I will just question, when is the last time you went to a library?
I go to the library all the
No,
time.
you don't.
No, you
Yes,
don't.
I do.
Don't
God,
get
this
up here and
dude
lie.
lied.
Boy, people just get on TV
Oh
and
my
lie.
God, that is so nuts.
Bro, I spend my free time in the library.
No, you don't.
When I go out for lunch, I go to the library.
No, he's
What are you
literally
talking
lying.
He
about?
got these glasses and just think he's Mary Poppins or something. What? You don't even read like that, dog. What you mean? He said, yeah, I go to the library all the time.
All the time, bro. All the time.
Yeah, you got your library card in your pocket since you going to lunch?
I don't got my wallet on me right now.
Oh, okay.
If I did, I would have been able to show you.
Yeah, okay.
But again, though, I'm saying
You got them glasses at the library. That's what you got them glasses. He said, let me get these from here and let me let them know I read. I need to let them know I read.
But if you have any information on Mr. Medicus Brown, he's please call the authorities and let them know, y'all. Again, what happened to just fight, like getting scraps, like, fighting?
I mean, I guess, but also those pictures look like they had a little something wrong. So, you know what I'm saying? Some mental, it looked like something was going on. But I can't say, but, just.
Yeah. I mean, because again, the type of person who may need to go to the library with a gun.
Homeless.
May not be doing the best in life.
Exactly.
I mean, so I don't know.
To your point, there was actual reports saying that Decatur, this library is like a warming center in a sense. So maybe
don't doubt it.
There is something there, right?
Because there are a lot of people who are homeless or just who are struggling, don't really have it, who go there to use the computers for internet access or to print something or whatever. So that's a shame. Especially because there could have been kids there. Only people who are really going to a library these days, I would say, are either people who are kind of in that position, not necessarily homeless, but just kind of need, some free Wi-Fi or some free warmth, and kids.
Yeah.
So to bring all this around a place where kids go is crazy.
Or maybe you just want to study. Maybe you just want to do your work there. Maybe, like, I go to the library all the time.
Oh, my God.
These are all the things that I go to the library for.
Bro, just be lying.
And it's crazy because we really wanted to be a show where you could come and not get lied to.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like where it feels like the people on TV are lying to you.
Such a safe space, and he just ruined the safe space by lying.
Catch me in the library today. I'll be there.
Catch him. Which one? Which one's your favorite library? Top three.
Fulton.
The Fulton Library.
Yeah. No. Peachtree Library. Catch me at Peachtree Library.
What do you read? What do you read in these libraries?
Yeah. What are you doing?
All types of things.
Describe the layout.
Mostly the children's books.
Yeah.
With the
mostly
pictures.
Yep. I read the children's books. Out of all the books, I'm choosing the children's books.
I just said you lying up, hey.
What's the address of the Peachtree one that you go to? Don't look it up. Don't look it up. You wouldn't know because you're there all the time.
Y'all, what is going on here?
All right. I just wanted to. That's all right. Don't worry about it.
She called about so much.
Don't worry about it.
What's the address?
Don't worry about it.
I use GPS. I
Don't
just
worry
look
about
it
it.
up.
Okay.
Oh, that's so
fine.
funny, bro.
Let's move on, shall we? From the lies. Police say a naked woman tried to bribe officers to avoid getting arrested at a hotel in Cobb County. You people's crime is just on another level.
Wow. So look, a 25-year-old woman named Adasia English of Marietta was arrested January 29th in Cobb County. Police responded after 10 p.m. to reports of a woman walking around the hotel lobby completely nude, and she had on no clothes. The incident occurred at the County Inn and Suites in Cobb County. I told y'all about them inns.
You did.
I told y'all about them inns. Them inns ain't safe now. So look, officers say English also walked outside the hotel while naked. Now it's January 29th, so it's freezing cold outside. Now when the officers attempted to arrest her for a warrant that she allegedly had, she offered money to avoid going to jail. Now, naked, offering money, where are you hiding the money? Y'all catching my drift? Y'all catching my drift?
I'm seeing it now.
You seeing what I'm putting down? All I'm saying is, if I was an officer, I wouldn't take it either. That's all I'm saying. You're not giving me no booty crack money.
So we're all on the same page.
Yeah, we all. Yeah, out of a bosom? No. I don't want to lift up. No, I'm joking. So she was granted a $2,000 bond though. So it didn't say that she got out or anything, but
I do wonder how much money she thought she could give an officer. You know what I mean? Like, what's the number on that?
What was the bribe? What was the bribe?
What makes all this go away?
Yeah.
I'm naked. I'm full on naked in the lobby. What number makes this go away? Man, if you don't put some clothes on and get in the car, we're going to jail.
It's cold outside, Miss Lady. Come on now.
Cold.
It's freezing. You out there butt naked. Like, put some clothes on. I told y'all about them ends, though. Y'all get away from them ends. If you go stay anywhere, if it got an end at the end of it, don't even check in. Don't even check in.
Doesn't the inns have like bed and breakfast though? Like they usually have bed and breakfast.
Million.
What?
No, they do, but right. What? No.
What? I'm just trying to see what's the issue here, because if there's bed and breakfast included, I'm cool. I'll thug it out, and I just got a show. Too, and I'm eating like this is almost a 5-course. a whole 5-course meal, 5 stars.
Get this man, bro. What?
I'm just saying, bro.
What is wrong with you, bro?
I'm just saying. I usually go to the inns because I see like the bed and breakfast that's always there. So don't do inns too bad now.
Is that the selling point for you? Bed and breakfast?
Yes, bed and breakfast. Yes. Y'all don't. So when y'all travel, y'all don't do bed and breakfast?
Not like that.
Wow. So y'all just go to hotels?
Yeah, for the most part.
I have looked up, I will say, like to see if it has a breakfast, but I will then look to see if the breakfast looks good. Like if it doesn't have an omelet station where I can get fresh, because it's like the eggs like just taste fake and the bacon will taste fake. My stomach doesn't want to do all that anymore. So I don't know.
She said she eat rich people food. Is what she said.
No.
She said her food is real. She don't eat processed.
That's what I'm saying. Here's the sad part about what he just said. Real food is considered rich people food. Is that not interesting?
Hello.
Boy, the people should be rioting at how much real food costs. Instead, we just say it's for rich people. Boy, the scam is scamming in this country.
Is scamming. But yeah, that lady Adasia, man, please, again, stay out them ends. You never know what you're going to see. You don't never know what you're going to see.
That's probably part of the reason why Million goes.
Yeah,
you never know.
Yeah. You don't be in them libraries. You be in them ends. That wouldn't be it. You take a book from the library and then you go to the end. Yeah, we get it. All right, I figured it out now.
It's a plate. You just read that book. He go get the pen and breakfast. It's a lobby.
Goodness gracious.
Okay. All right, my bad. That was a good laugh. I needed that one.
Let's get this train back on the track, shall we? Okay. You are not going to believe what police are saying was happening at Atlantic Station. Police say there was a human trafficking operation operating out of there and that it's tied to the Fulton County Jail.
Yeah, this one was kind of interesting to me. So, like I said, investigators allege the operation was controlled by Jamel Ellis, also known as the Prince, who has been incarcerated in the Fulton County Jail since December 2024. So he's been allegedly he's been the person that's been seeing this operation. He's the person on the left. He's the one that's been overseeing this operation even through prison. Aziz Balamani, the guy on the right, what profession does he look like he is in?
What profession?
Yeah, what profession does he look like he's in?
Oh, bro, I can't tell by this picture. What kind of question is that?
The guy on the right. I'm just asking. What do you think what could you see him doing?
A Waffle House
professionally?
Cook.
A Waffle House cook?
Yeah.
Honestly,
okay.
A Waffle House
that's
cook.
not a bad guess.
Okay. What about you, Lana?
Oh boy, I guess I could see him. You know what? He kind of looks like he might work at a car wash.
Car wash?
Okay.
Wow. Okay, so y'all not gonna believe it,
Nice
but
job.
Aziz Balamani was a special education teacher at Chestnut Elementary.
He was?
He was a special education teacher at Chestnut Elementary. He was arrested on campus and charged with trafficking a person for sexual servitude. Investigators believe Balamani was recruited to target vulnerable women, facilitate prostitution, and expand profits with Ellis maintained control from the jail.
Wow.
So he was, I don't want to say it, but he was a pimp for like that. Why he was doing
allegedly, but on the side he was or maybe his main gig.
I think his main gig was a teacher.
His main gig was the teacher.
Yeah, I don't think that's not funny, bro. That's not funny.
None of this is funny.
That's not funny. But his main gig was being a teacher.
Right. And so when I was reading this story and I was going through it, it made me think about our conversation from the other day when we was talking about how, some of these teachers aren't getting paid enough.
Nah, bro.
You might have a point.
Hey, I'm not laughing at that. I'm laughing at him, but that's not funny.
No.
Okay.
So no, really though, it is a topic of concern because he was a special education teacher. They allege the Chestnut Elementary alleges that they did a severe background check on Balamani before hiring him.
Interesting.
I could not see myself hiring somebody
that looked like that.
But
he looks fine.
I mean, yeah, and see that it's a gray area because you don't want to come off as being discriminatory at all.
No,
You
for
don't
sure.
but at the same time, I seen tattoos on his neck. It's just kind of tough.
Listen, okay, so being a special education teacher is not for the weak. You know what I mean? You have to have a heart for that because it can be extremely challenging. So I'm sure, some schools who are dealing with a teacher shortage would say, look, man, like if you want to do the job and, we say we looked into you and you check out and I guess his credentials must have been there. Okay, you got a job. At the same time, like not making enough and resorting to trafficking people for sexual servitude is crazy.
Yeah.
That's a thing to
That's
say.
absurd.
You do have a point right there. So the alleged operation, it goes back all the way to 2022, and it involved multiple women being bought and sold for sex around the Atlantic Station area.
Oh wow.
And that's what I think is like part of like the craziest parts is because I still go to Atlantic Station. You know what I mean? Like I know people, it gets a rep for being, crazy because all these kids come in and destroy things, but like if you just go on any regular day of the week, Atlantic Station is fine. I'll go to the movie theaters there. I love the movie theaters there. Feel totally safe walking around at night, walking around at daytime, walking around literally at any point. So the fact that something like this was allegedly happening for years, we're saying these allegations date back to as early as 2022.
Right.
I mean, I would have never known.
Yeah, I couldn't believe it either because, like I said, like you said, I also am somebody that enjoys Atlantic Station. I go there, I go to the Regal all the time, and during the day, it doesn't look that bad. I've been a couple of times at night. Also, the Falcons, they do a pep rally over there to get the get people hyped for the season, and it always looks so good to me. But like, to think that this is something that's going on in our city and right around the corner, it's wild to me.
Yeah, that is kind of nuts.
You want to talk about cleaning up for company? You know what I mean? Atlantic Station is going to be a place that people go to.
For sure.
So when we have like the World Cup and the Super Bowl and all these big major events, y'all can't, this is why there's constantly a conversation about human trafficking in Metro Atlanta.
Yeah.
It's because of that airport, if we're being honest.
100%.
It's an international airport. So you're, here and it connects you to literally like almost anywhere.
It's a hub.
Yeah. So, it is definitely a problem, but Atlantic Station is crazy.
Yeah. So to end it off, no allegations involving the students or school activity did happen. So, yeah, according to school officials.
That is unbelievable. Huh.
I'm glad none of that happened yeah.
Okay.
Wait, what were you about to say?
No.
What was you?
No.
I'm about to say anything.
No.
Leave it there?
Yeah, I wasn't about to say
We just go leave it there?
Yep.
For sure. Amen.
Yeah, drop it.
Amen. Okay. Yes. In other news, a man was accused of an armed robbery, in fact, a jewelry store in Woodstock.
Yeah, man. Woodstock police arrested a man accused of robbing a K Jewel. First of all, have y'all been to K Jewelers before?
Every kiss begins with K, baby.
Come on. Hello. Hello.
I see the commercial.
Yeah.
But no, I have not. I've never heard of that.
That's so messed up. She said not. But yeah, he robbed the K Jewelers on Ridge Rock Parkway. The incident occurred Sunday afternoon in Woodstock. Police responded to a 911 call after 4:30 p.m. at a jewelry store in the 900 block of Ridgeway Parkway. All right. So store staff reported that a man entered the store armed and stole jewelry. Now, investigators identified the suspect as John Mendoza. He's 26 of Lithia Springs. They did get the money back. They did get the jewelry back, and they did recover the gun. So that's all good. I am a little upset. I didn't know people were still doing jewelry robberies.
I was thinking the same thing.
I did not know this. When I saw this, I said, oh, they're still robbing jewelry stores?
That was my first thought, too.
I did not know that was a thing still. I thought we have upgraded to, like, way bigger things. And granted, we don't want nobody robbing nothing, but we just thought that jewelry store robbing was, like, way down low. Like, you don't rob jewelry stores no more. This is not a thing.
There's too many movies about it.
They
always get caught.
Get caught extremely fast. Like, there's no way you're getting away with robbing a jewelry store. So I just thought that wasn't a big thing to rob anymore.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, it's almost up there with like banks. Nobody really robs banks anymore.
Not for real. Like I've seen like people go in and like rob the bank where they just kind of slide a note that says, I'm robbing you, give me the money, and that's like the robbery. There's no, gun, there's no team, there's no like crazy heist. it's just like, that just doesn't happen. Yeah, and I swear I was thinking the same thing. And then I was thinking like maybe he was like trying to rob it to give his fiance like a ring or something.
That's also a very good point. I didn't think that maybe he was just robbing to like get some. But also in that point, when you rob those jewelry stores, you have to flip that jewelry. Now, it's only a few places that you can flip jewelry and they don't ask about where you got it from.
Yeah.
The pawn store is like one of the only places to where you can like go sell jewelry, and it's like they don't really question where you. But if you were to go sell that to a real jeweler, they would ask you like, where did you get this from? Like, if I came in at 26 and I'm not known to coming in this jewelry store, like buying jewelry or selling jewelry, first thing they're asking is, yeah, bro, I'm not buying this from you. This is definitely stolen.
I'm just wondering how you know this.
Oh, I mean, I watch a bunch of crime shows.
Oh, yeah, is that how?
I've never robbed a
That's
jewelry
interesting.
store. I've never robbed a jewelry store.
Seemed like you were giving a how-to for anybody who would like to rob a jewelry store.
No. I mean, there's documentaries out there about it.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we're all just checking here.
I'm just saying, I've never done that, but I definitely, I mean, I've seen shows.
So take it to the pawn shop. It's basically what you're telling me. Next time, just take it to the pawn shop. You'll be all right. They'll take anything.
I'm just saying, they will.
Also, there is actually a teen rapper who just got arrested on animal cruelty charges.
Yeah, so Aspen Easterling, 19 years old. Her rapper name is Aspen Cartier. Video circulated online showing Easterling allegedly striking a 3-month-old Maltipoo puppy and grabbing it by the nape of its neck and doing a whole bunch of other things with it on live stream on Twitch.
Tripping.
I couldn't believe it when I heard it. I mean, it's 3 months. It's a 3-month-old puppy at that. What is that in dog years?
Probably
know?
like maybe
It's
like
still a baby.
yeah, it's like maybe like 2 or 3 years old.
Right. So for somebody, and it just goes to show like our generation is just my generation is kind of cooked. We're kind of cooked because we don't. How do you put this on live television? We're so numb to cameras and going live that we think we could do almost anything and no repercussions would be actually there. So the police said the dog appeared to be in good health at the time of the search, and Easterling was arrested and booked into the DeKalb County Jail on charges of animal cruelty. PETA got involved.
Of course.
And this is what they had posted. They had posted a tweet about them.
Look, PETA is going to, I don't know who alerts PETA, but PETA will find out if you are doing something to an animal.
Yeah, y'all better stop playing with these animals.
Yes.
Yeah, so PETA basically was just, bringing light to the situation. And as you can see, I was trying to look for the video, and I don't think I was going to post the video.
Yeah.
But like you could see the picture, and that's what she was doing with the Maltipoo puppy. If you could you see in her hand right there, that's the puppy, and that's her like kind of holding it.
Maltipoo is like one of my dream dogs. It's like a Maltese and a poodle mix. And like poodle mixes, when they're like the little toy versions, are so freaking cute and so smart. And this is devastating. First of all, those puppies are also not cheap.
I was about to ask
because they're very adorable. I mean, you could pay up to, like during the pandemic, boy, they were charging like $5,000.
$5,000
for a puppy that was like one of those like cute ones. Yes, I don't know. I'm sure the prices have kind of, gotten back down because there was a boom of people who wanted puppies during the pandemic, and so the demand was just skyrocketing. But that's crazy.
That is wild.
It's definitely sad, but good news: Twitch temporarily made Easterling's channel unavailable for violating community guidelines.
Well, these folks better stop playing with PETA.
Facts.
PETA is not. PETA ain't one to play with when it comes to them animals, boy. They would end the whole. Look at Mike Vick into his whole career.
Look,
like, bruh, better y'all play with PETA if you want to. I guarantee that girl will have no career after this.
People care more about dogs than they do people.
Bruh,
you know what I mean?
Her career is over with.
Yeah, it is because she made her actual post. I mean, her actual Instagram. What is it? Private?
Mm-hmm.
That's what yeah. She made it private, but like other videos that she has out there are circulated on the internet. Everybody's already.
Oh, it's a wrap for her.
Yeah,
typing it
wrap
up
for her.
Yeah.
Well, that is not the only animal-related story we have to tell you about today. There was a rabid bobcat that attacked a man at a cookout here in Georgia.
First of all, when did we get bobcats in Georgia?
You know what? I feel like I
happen?
recently found out that they were bobcats. I didn't know about those pigs that y'all were talking about.
Wild
Wild hogs
wild
or whatever
hogs,
they are.
Yeah.
What's going on here?
I don't know. So a guy named Jody Dreggers, and this happened in Hoboken, Southeast Georgia.
Come on, Hoboken.
January 24th, during an evening cookout around 6:37 p.m., Draggers was grilling outside in his cousin's yard when he heard repeated growling. A bobcat emerged from under the porch. Instead of fleeing when Draggers said it was unusual behavior, the bobcat attacked, latched onto his leg, and bit him. All right? They bit him. Draggers described the animal as making a terrible noise during the attack, and Draggers managed to free himself. The bobcat retreated under the porch. His cousin came outside with a rifle, shot that thing.
This is the most Georgia story.
Real Hoboken, Georgia story right there for you, boys.
Listen, when you get outside of Atlanta, you get real Georgia.
Bro, real Georgia.
And this is a real Georgia story. I do have...
Not my cousin.
Listen,
No, he did.
I have one complaint, and I hate to blame the victim. I really do. I never want to blame the victim. But the point that you hear repeated growling.
Oh yeah, you can tell they're not black because one growl would have sent everybody in the house.
You're not getting two growls out of me.
Yeah. And it's what'd you say, 6, 7 o'clock at night? Yeah, all I would have had to do was hear little ruffles in the little ruffles. Oh yeah, we're out of here. Hey, y'all come get these burgers inside. We finna grill inside. No, brother.
That is crazy.
No, brother. His cousin said, you know what? I'm about to kill this thing. And they probably ate that bobcat too while you playing. They probably ate it and said, oh, we got some more to throw on the grill there. Come on, draggers.
But it was Rabid.
That doesn't, oh, dang.
Rabies.
Yeah, rabies.
Tested positive for rabies.
Yeah.
Wow, so then at that point, if he got bitten, he needs to go and get treated for rabies too then.
He went to the hospital. Yeah, and got
yeah.
rabies post-exposure shots.
Ooh. Man,
Yeah.
have y'all ever seen videos of like humans on rabies?
Nah, son.
Tweaked out, man.
Yeah.
Tweaked out
Really?
in a whole nother,
I don't know what side of the internet you're on. That is... What? Where are you watching?
Hey, man.
It's a weird corner of the internet.
Yeah, what?
I honestly, I just think that the people who are in South Georgia, North Georgia, like again, outside of Atlanta, they're a different breed.
Different breed.
The fact they would know that there was any kind of a bobcat around and be like, I could probably be fine.
For sure.
I'm not leaving this grill until these burgers are done. You know what I mean? Like that I got so much respect for them. But may he rest well and be well. We're gonna be right back after this break. We got so much more, so don't go away. Welcome back, everybody. Fulton County is suing. They are filing a lawsuit over the FBI raid of that elections hub where they just came in and grabbed everything.
Yeah, as people remember, so on the 28th, we reported that the Federal Bureau of Investigation agents executed a search warrant for the Fulton County elections hub and operations center back in Union City. What they were basically trying to seize is they ended up seizing hundreds of boxes containing original ballots, voter rolls, tabulator tapes, and electronic ballot images from the 2020 election. Now, if you don't know why they was even out there, Lana, do you have a reason? Do you know why they were actually out there?
This is a longer story that's just been playing out for years. There has been a lot of speculation and really allegations that the 2020 election was stolen. A lot of people think that those claims are totally ridiculous, totally made up, lack merit, that it's gone into courts all over the country and nobody's been able to prove any widespread fraud and abuse. Other people claim that that is just not true, that it's not been investigated well at all, that there's some kind of cover up going on here, and that they have been waiting for somebody to get to the bottom of these claims for years, literally since 2020. This is why all those January 6ers stormed to the Capitol. They thought the election was stolen, and Fulton County kind of became one of the core spots that alleged corruption kind of popped out of. You had Georgia elections workers who were sued I think they sued Rudy Giuliani for making defaming statements about them, accusing them of being a part of the fraud and corruption in the elections, and he wasn't able to prove it, so he lost the whole lawsuit. I mean, it's been a lot coming out of Fulton County as a result of this 2020 election. So what we were talking about before actually was that even a lot of Trump's base has been waiting for this day of like, some kind of accountability, some kind of movement on this.
Yeah. And to your point, the Fulton County officials at one point even acknowledged that around 130 tabulator tapes from the 2020 election were not properly signed. And tabulator tapes, you hear 130, you're like, oh, that's nothing. But that is 315,000 early ballots that they didn't include into it. So that's why there's a whole bunch of different cases that's going on right now with it. At first, when I seen it, I was like, oh, this isn't fair. This is Trump, just trying to get his own way. And it still may be that case.
Yeah.
But it's something up to question that does arise when you hear that 315,000 early ballots didn't get signed, So, right now, Fulton County is suing, and why they're suing, they're claiming that the way that the FBI conducted the search was not accurate. They said that instead of taking the materials from the ballot, instead of taking the materials from the Fulton County election hub, they were supposed to just copy the files, copy the documents. They were taking a lot of documents, and instead of also copying, to add on to copying, they were supposed to be counting inventory. So what's so important about that is when you're taking inventory from somewhere, eventually we're going to want those files to be returned. We don't know that how much you actually did take, and how do we trust that everything that you did take is going to be coming back to us in the right amount? You know what I'm saying? So because there's people that saying that it's multiple different totes that they were taking out. They were taking multiple different documents out, totes, pallet jacks of things, and you're not gonna return that to us. How do we know that you're gonna return every single thing back to us when the time does come?
Exactly. And I think I'm kind of looking up again, like why people think this happened in the way that it went down. But to your point, I think that if you wanted to rewrite history, you would have to remove all of the things that history would point to verify or discredit your claims. So that's why people were concerned about, you're not taking copies, you're taking them. You're right. How do we know you're going to put it all back? How do we know you're not going to insert other things in it? If they're saying we don't trust you guys, this whole thing is shady, then there are reasonable questions to be had. Other people, again, feel like these people are hiding something and the FBI is just getting to the bottom of it. Right. So, who knows what's happening right now? But a lot of people wondered why Tulsi Gabbard was there. She is with with National Intelligence. I think she's the director of National Intelligence, in fact. So she was not really, in theory, supposed to be along for the ride there, because this has to do with a local election, meaning like a national, like a within the interior election. She's supposed to be dealing like foreign threats to the country, not like a local, like a Fulton County election. Even though it was a presidential election, that's what the question was. Like, why was she there? Okay. And her stated reason, I just ChatGPT'd it real quick, and they're pulling this from Fox News. She said that Trump specifically directed her to be there for the execution of the search warrant tied to election security review. She claims that she actually called Trump very briefly. She facilitated a brief phone call where Trump spoke with FBI agents after the search. She says no instructions were given, but that's kind of what's the news about all of this. You know what I mean? Like, why is DNI, who focuses on foreign intelligence threats, here, and why were the documents taken instead of copied, if that's what the warrant allows them to do? And if she were taking those documents because she just deemed it was a foreign national security threat, then why did she have to piggyback off the warrant that the FBI got? Like, she should have been able to do this on her own at any point, in theory. So, I mean, I don't know what's going on here.
So you think her being there was them trying to, because you hear all the conspiracy theories about how it was foreign intelligence that was also involved in these in the 2020 election. They claim that Russia and China, people all over, was kind of having some handlings in there. Is that why she was out there? Or
I am like 80% sure. In fact, I guess, can you look this up real quick? Just because I got some stuff going over here too.
Yeah.
I'm 80% sure that Russia has meddled in our elections, and that's like a known thing. And so that's like not anything that anybody thinks is crazy. I would say that the meddling is more so known to be on the front end, like not like at the ballot box. From my understanding of it, I would say that they kind of get involved in trying to sway people, different social media campaigns where they're trying to target you and get you to change your mind about, who you want to vote for, that kind of thing.
Yeah, I'm looking at it right now. So apparently in 2016, U.S. Intelligence agencies concluded that with high confidence that the Russian government conducted operations aimed at influencing the 2016 election. So they're saying that they was kind of involved because they was kind of infiltrating the media side of things, influencing people. These efforts included hacking and leaking Democratic National Committee emails and extensive social media influence campaigns also. So they are constantly involved. So maybe that's why she was there. We never know. It's always a developing story still.
And as I'm kind of looking into this just a little bit further, I guess the gap in where people are on this and like just the questions people have is because the FBI search warrant execution is domestic law enforcement. And if she's supposed to do intelligence on foreign threats, nobody has said what foreign threat led to this domestic search warrant execution and why she was there. So if there is any information about just foreign adversaries getting involved or operations or like a threat that led her to being there, they didn't say it. Now, would they tell us? I don't know. I mean, because at some point they also have to worry about the people panicking over elections. So sometimes I feel like they just lie to us or like omit things because they feel like they probably have to. I don't know, man. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know what the public would actually do if we found out that Russia and China is actually meddling for real in these elections. I mean, we got the midterm elections coming up.
Yeah.
How do we trust as citizens that our vote, not only we're already worried about doesn't count, but other people might be voting outside of America too?
Yeah.
And I've seen claims with no real evidence that there is a conspiracy that people in another country, I won't even name the country, basically had citizens, non-U.S. citizens, vote early, mail-in ballots. They didn't have an ID. That's why there's a big conversation about how mail-in ballots are fraudulent because they don't know where they're coming in from. I don't know how to verify them. Dead people are voting, all those kind of things. That's what they're going to be looking into. And so, we did go from there's been no fraud and there's been no allegations of, anything wrong here at Fulton County to what you mentioned earlier, which was that there was like hundreds of thousands of ballots or something that had gone without a signature when they're supposed to have a signature.
Right.
And they're getting to the bottom of that as well. So, I mean,
it's sketchy, man.
Listen.
Fulton County always into something, bro.
It's always something.
Fulton County's always into something. But like I said, this investigation is ongoing, and even this lawsuit is ongoing too. So we'll have to see how everything plays out. We'll be following that.
Yeah. For sure. In the meantime, license plates for autistic disabled drivers could be coming to Georgia.
Now, I think this is incredible. I think this is a good idea. So a proposal has been introduced in Atlanta, Senate Bill 433, also known as the Rios Law. The bill proposes a voluntary specialty license plate for drivers with autism spectrum disorder or other developmental disabilities, or for vehicles carrying eligible family members. The plates will include a just BEE, yourself symbol, or other approved signage. Final design approval will be determined by Georgia Department of Driver Services Commissioner. Now, this is what the plate is intended to do. So people just don't think you can just get one, okay? This is for people that actually have autism, okay? So the plate is intended to help law enforcement better recognize drivers or passengers who may have communication or behavioral differences during traffic stops or emergencies, which is very good because I don't think a lot of y'all remember this was a few years ago. The guy that was walking home and he was he was autistic and he got killed by the police.
Yes.
And he was autistic,
Yes.
got killed by the police because they didn't know how to handle his autism.
Yes.
He was trying to explain to them like, hey, I don't know what's going on. Please don't hurt me. But he was very clearly autistic. So now the bill amends state code to require additional training for peace officers and law enforcement, which I think is needed. I think they need that regardless, but I think it's very much so needed with this because I don't think people really understand how autism works. Like my mom works in the school system, so I see a lot of kids that have autism. So autistic kids are functional. Let's not get it twisted.
Yeah.
Very functional. They just have a different way of learning things. They have a different way of seeing the world. So when they see a police officer, you know what I mean? They really don't know what's going on a lot of the time. So them seeing a police officer is like, wait, what? A gun? Wait, do I run? They don't really know what's going on. So I think this is great that Atlanta is giving this to people with autism, man. I think it's amazing. I think if you're autistic, please, when this drops, go get a license plate for sure.
Yeah, this might be better. This may be a better idea than the one we just reported on the other day. Remember when we was talking about
licenses
actually being on your license plate?
Yeah.
I mean, on your license, your actual physical ID card, because like you said, people would finesse. But with it being on your license plate, it's harder to do so.
Hard.
No, is it? Because you could just print out a sticker and just pop it on there.
No, this is not a sticker. This is not a sticker. This is like the license plate is made with that.
And it also says there's a penalty for doing that. People who obtain or use the plate without proper authorization could face misdemeanor charges. I would think that they would have the threshold for what qualifies as getting a whole plate
exactly
be higher than just
here's a license.
You know what I mean?
I ain't gonna hold you though. I have a handicap sticker on my car. Like I have one of those handicap things.
No, you don't.
Yeah, I do.
No, you don't.
Yeah, my ex's granddad had it, and I took it from him, and then he passed, and then I kept it.
Is it on your license plate too?
Nope.
Oh, okay.
I hang it up in
What's your license plate number? I just need to see something real quick.
I hang it up.
Officers, are you listening?
I definitely hang it up. I don't use, but here's the thing. I don't use it how people think I use it. I only literally use that thing when I absolutely need to use it. Like other than that, I never use it. Don't look at me like that. I don't ever use it like that. I really don't. I hang it up in my mirror. Trust me. If you had one, you would use it too. So I actually know
several people who have this.
If you have one, you would use it too. 1,000%. So, but you only use it when you need to. If the parking lot is full, hang that bad boy up and let's park up front.
Then you need to go to the back of the parking lot and walk like the rest of us.
Why would I walk when I have that?
Why would you use that when there might be other people out there who need the spot?
Funny story. Actually, that happened to me. So I got out the car. I'm glad. I got out the car. Put my thing. It's hanging up, and this lady's walking, and she's getting in her car, and I get in out of my car. And I guess she just looked at me like, "Oh, this dude is an able-bodied man. What happened to him?" And I could clearly see she has a cane and this, that, and the third. She said, "Oh," I said, "What happened to you?" I said, "What are you talking about?" And just kept walking. She was like, "Dude, you got a handicap. You should be parking there if you got a handicap." I was like, "Oh snap! I totally forgot I had that handicap." I was like, you know, bruh, I don't know what I said. Made up a whole bunch of lies and kept walking.
Yeah, that's really cool.
No, it's not.
I mean, I'm just saying overall, like,
it's not cool. It's not cool at all. But I mean, I use it.
Thank you. None of this is cool.
Yeah, I'm not saying it's cool. I'm just saying I use it.
I will say one time, I was just running into the store. I wasn't even going.
Oh God, hold on. People be judging, but
no.
Some judgy people up on this panel.
No, because it's not the same. I was going to look at the time on the door. I wasn't going into the store, and I didn't want to stop. The option was stop right here and hop out and look, like right in front of the curb, or move myself out of the way of oncoming traffic. So I just literally pulled straight into one of the handicaps that were where there was two spots. The whole parking lot was empty. I was like, there's no way. Surely no handicap person comes in the meantime while I'm just looking at the sign on the door. Swear, like I came back to the car and there was somebody giving me the meanest eyes in the second handicap parking spot. I'm like, bro, okay, but what are you doing here? What are the odds? The whole parking lot is empty. I just was really quickly, I didn't even turn my car off. It was still on.
That's funny.
That's crazy.
Boy, yeah, but I felt bad. You know, I would never have a sign.
Listen, I don't feel good about it, but I have it. You know what I'm saying? I don't use it all the time, but
Okay.
I have it.
I feel it.
Come on, no, you don't.
I trust you. I definitely.
I don't know why.
I trust that you use it every time.
I don't use it. I really don't.
Just
use
as
it
much as I'm in the library, I trust that you use it.
All right, that's good. All right.
Alto Keys, I see you said you don't have one, but you have one, but it's not in your car. It was your grandpa's.
Oh, okay. See?
Yeah.
See?
Yeah. So
All y'all terrible.
this will just kind of like help me like notify like the cars that's in front of me if they do. You ever have those thoughts? I ain't gonna say what thoughts, but you ever just look at that person in front of you and just be like, something is off with this person.
He is on one today. He is
Something's
wild.
off with this person. The stickers would let me have more patience. The stickers will allow me to have more patience with when I'm dealing with people in front of me. Also, yeah.
You know what though? Because in all jokes aside,
I hear him.
that's real.
I hear 'em.
Because I do see either like family on board or
Yeah.
the one that's patient, student driver, and I'm like, all right,
No.
fine.
I hear him
Back
though.
up off of you.
I hear him though. I definitely hear him.
Definitely give me more patience.
Oh, that's funny.
Also today, Georgia couple of brothers, were sentenced for a Georgia lottery fraud scheme.
Oh, y'all didn't hear about this.
You people are crafty. No, I hadn't heard of that.
So here's the thing. Two brothers, Quentin Watts and Philip Watts, both from Sparta, Georgia, another country town in Georgia. The investigation began in August 2024 at the request of the Georgia Lottery Commission. So they've been trying to get these boys for a minute. You know what I mean? They say the brothers targeted coin-operated amusement machines, which are those little slot machines, in the gas station, which are located regularly in gas stations and stuff. Authorities say the scheme ran from June 2021 through September of 2024. Exploited the machines, stealing thousands of dollars by manipulating game credits and illegally cashing out winnings. So you can't get cash out of those machines. You only can get like earnings for credit at the gas station.
I was wondering how that works.
Yeah, you can't get cash. Yeah, they don't cash you out
Because you can't. And I always see
Can't
those
get cash.
gambling machines. I'm like, what are you guys doing? Like,
Yeah.
how is this legal?
They get credit for
Okay.
they get credit for gas and stuff like that. So you don't actually get money. From what I'm understanding, you don't really get money. So
Okay.
yeah, they did that for a while, man. They did that for a minute. And they got a permanent ban from Columbia County.
Hey,
They can't even go. That's one because they've done this in it says 12 different counties in Georgia, 12 different counties, and one of the counties they got a permanent ban is in Columbia County.
wow.
Can't even go to Columbia County no more. Yeah, that's crazy.
I don't think y'all realize how like it weird it felt for me coming from Colorado to here, seeing like everybody at those slot machines at gas stations.
Those are
Like I don't see that. Like that's really a Georgia thing, y'all. I want y'all to understand. Like any gas station you go to, if they have a slot machine or something in the back, there's like people there using them. Like it's so crazy to me.
Yeah.
But in Vegas, they're like everywhere.
I've never been to Vegas.
Oh my God, Vegas! You could like gamble on your lunch break.
Yeah, but
you
you-
gamble anywhere.
But you can cash out on those though. You can actually get money. You actually can win money from those because gambling is illegal in Georgia. Like you're not supposed to I think it's like to a certain extent. Yeah, it's illegal here. That's why whenever you see those slot machines, they tucked off in the back of every gas station. They not in the front and the window. And if they are in the front, the windows are blocking it, so you can't see. Yeah, man, you're not supposed to have them gambling machines in there. That's why you can't get money. You're not legally allowed to give me my winnings. I have to give you credit for the winning. Yeah.
So, but doesn't that kind of take the fun out of it? That it's like, here you can have some gas.
100%.
You want to buy some chips?
100%. Now there are some gas stations because my auntie do this. So there are some gas stations that do give it. You can go up there and you spend $100. You get if you win you get a couple $100 back.
What?
Yeah.
Because I was about to say
Them the hood gas stations.
Yeah,
though.
that's what I was about to say.
Yeah.
I was about to say like I see some really down and out bad people over in those areas sometimes.
That's
And
the hood
if
gas
they're just
station.
getting like gas credits, I couldn't see it.
No. It's some hood spots that they actually pay you out.
You know what? And there's a casino that's not really that far. It's on an Indian reservation.
North
That's
Carolina.
up in North Carolina.
Yeah, Horace.
Yeah, boy, I went there one time crawling with seniors. Seniors had taken over. They loved to gamble.
What?
Wow.
Man, it's
My
crazy.
auntie stay at the gambling spot, boy.
And that reservation is really cool, actually.
That's
Have
nice.
you been? Yeah, it's pretty cool.
nice. It's nice.
There is a rehab program for Georgia doctors and nurses with addiction proposed by state lawmakers.
Yeah, so this one actually was interesting to me. So House Bill 19 would create a rehab program for impaired healthcare professionals, including nurses, doctors, and other medical workers. Now, when they say impairment, they're including alcohol use, drug use. A lot of these doctors are have some mental health issues, all types of things. But they're basically saying this because some of these, I'm not going to say all because there's no studies that actually have been done on these nurses and these medical professionals, but a lot of them are at least exposed to drugs in these environments. So if they were to have an addiction, if they were to have an addiction or something like that, they're around these elements and they have this, they're in this environment on a day-to-day. So it makes it harder for them to get off. Not only that, but they're saying they want to have a rehabilitation program for it because if they get caught, they lose their license. They get caught having like drugs, anything on them, if they're caught using, they can possibly lose their license. And that could it creates a weird a dynamic because if I need help as a medical professional, I'm not going to go seek help because I might lose my job.
Right.
Yeah.
So instead, they're allowing them to actually have rehabilitation programs instead of losing their jobs. So this was something that is really important and I think would actually help the doctors out a lot. I haven't thought about it like that, but our doctors our medical professionals could be on drugs and we wouldn't even know it.
I never even thought about that. And literally, what would you do? Because if anybody finds out, suddenly I don't want you to be my surgeon.
100%.
I don't want you poking me with no needle or poking me with anything because I don't know, what would they do? That's crazy. Yeah.
So like I said, I even looked at it like some of the consequences or how they even like get caught. Because they don't do drug tests on these nurses or these medical professionals at all. You would have to be suspected of it in order to have a drug test that's actually put out there. So if there's no suspicions, if there's no investigation going on, they typically don't get drug tested. But again, the environment that they're in, they're around opioids on a constant basis.
Yeah.
So it's a slippery slope, and I'm glad that they actually are using this rehab program and implementing it or trying to get it implemented. So we're going to keep an eye out on that.
Yeah, for sure. Because, I really never thought about the world where there are always people said to have gotten opioids and fentanyl and all this stuff legally. And then whatever issue they had that prompted it goes away, or the doctors decide you don't need this anymore. You already got an addiction, so you end up on the street. These people just have a constant access to this stuff. That must be awful.
Yeah.
Wow.
Constant access. So like I said, it's something that is still being like studied on to this day. I tried to look up some studies on it. They're still coming up with some studies on it to this day, but yeah, we'll definitely keep an eye out on that.
For sure. Well, finally, here's to round the show out. Playboy Carti is appalled and pissed and highly upset he was snubbed from the Grammys.
As he should be. As he should be. Because here's the argument. Here's the argument that I think should be had. Playboy Carti sold 1 million units. He sold 1 million units with that album music. So if you're selling 1 million units and your album went #1 on the billboards, that calls for a Grammy, in my opinion.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is, but I honestly think with his music, you can't really give his music a genre anymore. It's not hip hop, it's not rock, it's not metal, it's not. Where do you place Playboy at? You know what I mean? I think he's all over the place with his music, but I definitely think he should have got a Grammy.
It's so weird because not only did he not get a Grammy, but like, I mean, you're saying like, what genre is he? this last album was kind of a rap album. He had Swamp Izzo, the DJ, shout out Swamp
did.
Izzo, and they was making some really good rap tunes. They did a real big disservice by not giving him anything.
Yeah, 100%. Well, you know, he's in Atlanta all day, so we can give you your own Grammy, Playboy. You got a Grammy from Hot 97 Atlanta over here, all right? So shout out to Playboy Carti, man. If you didn't get one from the Grammys, you got one from us.
And that is going to do it for us. Do we have any final thoughts for the people?
Nah, man.
Amen.
Black History Month.
Amen.
Keep it up. We will see you tomorrow.
Peace.